thoughts on graffiti are that it detracts from the beauty of cities. It's typically not pleasing to the eye. It gives a kind of a perception that that area of the city, or maybe the city in general, has a high crime. Most people equate graffiti with criminal action. Typically they see graffiti as being gang activity.
You know, from my experience, the older generations, they see it as a problem because people seem to think that it's gang affiliated, because in the past, like maybe in the 90s or so, when there was a bunch of gang wars and stuff, they were tagging. But most of the tagging that goes on has nothing to do with gangs. It has people that they're into graffiti, and that alone. Like, it has nothing to do with a gang. It's just, I'm a tagger, I'm a graffiti artist.
Usually if you see one that's real artistic, typically that's somebody that's a tagger. They're not necessarily affiliated with anybody, and their graffiti tends to be a little more toward the artistic side.
Graffiti is it's big, it's huge. Like, you can't do a graffiti mural on 11 by 17 canvas or whatever size. I mean, that's why they use train cars. That's why they use brick walls, because most of the time the lettering is 5, 6, 7 foot tall. Because you're using spray paint, you're not using a pencil or a brush. You're using spray paint where you got about a 1-inch circle. So I mean, in order for you to get your detail, it has to be big. Like the art we had done on the back door, he had a lot of trouble because it's hard to do a graffiti mural that small, just because of the style. I mean, like behind us, I mean, this right here, he even said it was pretty small. That's pretty small for lettering graffiti. Because I mean, like normally, if like down the hallway, those are the size letters, you're looking like 5 or 6 foot tall and stuff. It's not a distraction. Like you said, there's certain spots, they're covered by trees, they're hidden. I mean, most people don't even care, it's a ditch. Why not let somebody do something productive with it? It's not gonna cost the city anything to do a wall. I mean, right now they already send crews around all over town, and there's giant yellow blocks where they just, they cover up tags and graffiti, which is way worse looking than if somebody actually did an art piece on it's a dumpster too. All the things they're tagging, what difference does it make? It's a dumpster. It holds trash. Like, they're not tagging businesses, they're not tagging signs, like they're not tagging cars or anything.
I'd be willing to see how that would work. I think they'd have to put some kind of restriction on it so there's nothing that would be offensive. Offensive language or offensive pictures or stuff like that. If it was true to the art form, and it didn't, in my opinion, wasn't gang affiliated, but it was just for people to observe this style of art form, I think it might be a good idea. I think it would attract some graffiti artists that like to do it. I think those that do it to mark territory or gang affiliation, they'd come and probably tag it, but not in the form that I think would be intended for.
The tagging, I don't really like tagging that much, just because it looks like scribble for the most part. But like the actual art, the pieces, I mean, why not? I like them. They look good. I mean, if you just promote it, then it would maybe make the taggers turn into somebody that would want to just do an art piece instead of just like, defacing property or whatever. As far as the graffiti wall goes, I think you should promote art. It's just another way to keep kids off the streets, mainly. Like, I know a lot of the skaters. I mean, I know most of the taggers in this town. Like, if their name is anywhere in town, I probably know who they are, just because I probably sell them skateboards. But like, I don't understand why people should get fined for it. Just like, instead of making it illegal, like you said, divert the problem, give them a space to do it, and then if they choose to go outside that space, well then yeah, they get in trouble. But in my opinion, it's art. It's just, this is what it is. It's a piece of art, it's just supposed to evoke a feeling. It's just supposed to make you feel something. If it makes you feel sad, well then that's what it was meant to do for you. If it makes you feel happy, well then it's just supposed to make you look at it and appreciate it for what it is. I just think you should promote the good things about graffiti instead of just saying graffiti's bad. Like if you promote the good things, then the people that are doing the bad part of graffiti, maybe they'll change and go, well, the art side of graffiti is the really good part, so let's try that. And maybe not just scribble their name on walls and stuff.
If we had something, some place for them to express their art, then that might deter some of it as well.
It's an actual culture. Like there is people that all they do is graffiti. You know, there's stores, you go to the store and all they sell is graffiti paint, graffiti pins, graffiti tips. You know, like it's an actual culture now. It's not just marking territory, you know.